Okay, so what do you think that makes Nelson Mandela a leader in this scene? I mean, of course he was a leader, but in this scene, how can you tell he was?
I think an important thing is that he gave...
Please, a little bit louder because you can...
Yeah, I think an important thing is that he gave a lot of importance to each of the players by knowing all the names. Maybe he wasn't a big fan, but he knew all the names and gave, like, wished good luck to each and every one of them, making everyone feel important.
Everybody is respected.
He told them that they did not only have the support from him, but from all the country.
What else? Michael?
He arrived in a helicopter. Not everybody rides on a helicopter without notice.
The words didn't like no, I didn't mind to do that.
Sorry?
The guy that were with him, they were talking that they didn't.
Imagine that.
Imagine that he will do that.
I mean, no one imagined that. No one was expecting that.
It was unexpected. He gave the team leader like something to again.
I think he gave the right amount of confidence and the right amount of pressure. He gave a little bit of both, by wishing them good luck and talking to them, and also saying, I mean, the whole country's with you, by saying the descendants of the country, I don't remember what it was, but he gave both confidence and pressure.
So now we're talking about Mandela, but what do you think that the team felt? I mean, you're training there, and suddenly you have an helicopter right now, and then it lands, and then the president comes, and then what do you think that the team started thinking? And also not only thinking, what do you think that they started to feel?
A little bit of pressure, I think.
Pressure?
I mean, if the president's coming to your training to wish you good luck, I mean, you must feel the pressure.
I think they felt supported and important because he was the president of was going to talk to them, so they were to work with him as well.
Okay, yeah, I think that the team just started to feel important. You know, that okay, the president came here. I mean, he had probably a lot of activities. In that time, South Africa was really, you know, it was going into that civil war, kind of. So, I mean, out of all these activities, he just stopped it in 5 minutes and arrived, you know, to the last training. So I think all the players, the coaches, and everyone started to feel just very important, you know. So the president is here. So it's not only the actions a leader do, it's also what you make the other people feel, you know. Because at the end, that's the thing. A leader is not a leader by himself. A leader is a leader because he leads a group, he leads a team, you know. And he needs to encourage them, he needs to make them feel something, I don't know what, but he needs to inspire them, you know? And that's what we're going to see now. So, Heinz, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay.
One important thing here on the picture is hat. We had before a scene with a little boy. I think it was a house for poor boys, and they could take some clothes. And the last boy who came has the clothes, the shirt of this team. But that sign was a typical sign for apartheid. So the boy looks, and the lady said, "Oh, you are lucky, you have this shirt." And he put his shirt away, cried. And now Mandela came, and he take this cap and wear this cap to tell them, hey, apartheid is over. I'm also a part of this team. I accept this team. And I think for me he's the greatest person, because if he had not this attitude, he had a war in South Africa, I'm sure. Because black and whites will fight together. So it was a great thing that he can do that in peace. And it was an election all over the world, who is the most respectful man in this world. And number one was Mandela. And number two was Roger Federer. Yeah, we are very proud about that, you know, that Roger Federer placed second. Great, so, okay.
But also, I think, you know that this movie is based on a true story. You know, so this World Cup happened in South Africa in 1995. But, I mean, aside the movie, is one thing also that a good leader does, that is, he took the chance. I mean, the World Cup was going to be there anyway. You know, it was going to be in South Africa. Maybe another president wouldn't have done the same. But then he saw the opportunity and he took the chance. He took the challenge. He invited the captain, I don't remember his name, Mark Waldo. And he invited him to talk to him, you know, that he took the opportunity. So that's also a thing that a good leader do, you know, it's you see the opportunity, you take the chance in the right moment. Okay. What's your name?
Before the break or after?
No, it's after. We have some slide. We keep going.
Here you see the most leadership skills. I think these points you also have in your test. So you can see exactly in which points you are expert and in which. So for me, very important is confidence, self-confidence. And I know self-confidence is also a part of the situation. So in one situation you have that, and in one situation you haven't. So, for instance, when I am diving, I have no problem to go down 60 meters, and if the shark is coming, I like that. No problem. But if I should go with a parachute or like this, no thank you. Then my self-confidence is not very high, because I'm thinking what can happen, you know, and I have not all under control. So it depends. So the man who stand up, Marco told that before, and say something against the coach, that was a big deal. Another one wouldn't do that, because I want to play. And I don't want that the coach kick me out. So it's better I be quiet. And in such moment to stand up and say, hey, no. Or at school, if you see that one of your comrades are bullying, this is right expression, then, and you go and say, hey, stop it. What you do, it's wrong. That's a great deal. It's much easier to and go away, you know. And that can't be everybody for you. Everybody could be a leader, and everybody could have some skill. And these things you can train in your normal life. wants that one, another one. So perhaps, so vision is clear. You must have an idea. You can have a dream. And sometimes dream comes true. But if you have this, you also need goals. And sometimes the goal is far away. Then you need between goals. Then you can reach that. Always possible. Motivation, clear motivation. That I think it's difficult if you need people, a team, who want to work. Do a good motivation that everybody is working for you as a team. It's much easier to say, no, I don't do anything. I'm lazy. And as a team leader, you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility of every person of this team. And that is something which was very important. When we go back to the Second World War, you know, we have the Battle of Stalingrad, and the stupid Paulus, that's the name of the General Feldmarschall, did all that Hitler said. And then the whole army died or have to go to prison. And we have a similar action in Africa, but then Rommel was the General Feldmarschall. And Rommel said, no, we have here no chance with my army. I have to go out. And he goes back. But he was so popular